Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. It's Buckeye Mike here with an awesome new series that we're kicking off. Apologies because probably should have kicked all these off before the season started. But that's okay. Just wanted to talk about obviously Oregon Ducks, as this is our Oregon Ducks show. Um, and just kind of wanted to go over and look back at the Purdue win, as it definitely was a supposed trap game for Oregon, and go from there. Hope y'all enjoy this episode. I know this is a rough one, and this is a debut episode, so it is kind of rough. But yeah. All right. So, start us off here. Let's just kind of go over stats. um, so Oregon had 421 total yards, 290 were passing yards, 131 rushing yards, averaged 7 yards per play. They had 25 first downs and were 5 of 9 on third down, and went for it on fourth down one time and succeeded. Went 1 for 1 on fourth down. Ran a total of 60 plays, and 2 of which were punts. Punts for 2 of them. They had 4 penalties for 25 yards. No fumbles lost, but 1 interception, so 1 turnover. And they were back to the Chip Kelly style of offense, moving the ball kind of fast, because they lost the time of possession battle, but won on the scoreboard, and their defense held up extremely well. They lost the time of possession battle 30 minutes and 2 seconds for Purdue to 29 minutes and 58 seconds for Oregon. So they only really lost it by 4 seconds. Now, if we go and look at the player stats, Dylan Gabriel was 21 of 25 for 290, 2 touchdowns, and the interception. Rushing, we had James, 10 carries for 50 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, and 2 touchdowns. Whittington, 9 carries, 42 yards, for an average of 4.7. Harris, 7 carries, 32 yards for an average of 4.6. Lemire, 3 carries, 20 yards, 6.7 yards per carry on average. Dylan Gabriel, 5 for negative 11, averaging negative 2.2. Receiving, the standout for yardage wise was Stewart, with 4 receptions for 96 yards, averaging 24 yards a catch. The one of the standouts with a touchdown is Tez Johnson. 7 catches for 66 yards, averaging 9.4 yards per catch, and 1 touchdown. If we look at the defense was a tackle machine. Now they only got 3 sacks. One for Tui Odi, one from DJ's brother, Mr. Ui Ungalele, and one from Jackson. Alexander was credited with an interception. And kicking was a little off when it comes to field goals because Boyle was 0 for 1. Punting, both Dunn and James punted. 51 yards and 45 yards. Overall, Oregon just completely dominated the game from start to finish. And without a doubt, earned the victory and seems to have broken the time zone curse, as we like to talk about. And with that said, I think that Oregon has definitely earned the right to be the number 1 team in the country right now. Nothing suggests to me that they shouldn't. It's not a resume building win, but it's a win nonetheless because of the stipulation of the fact that everyone thought it was going to be a trap game. And Oregon just went in and was like, well, either we're the real deal or Purdue is really, really stinky. Stinky doo-doo. And honestly, at the end of the day, I think that Oregon is really good. And I think that Oregon is deserving of the number 1 ranking. So, without a shadow of a doubt, I think that Oregon looks like everything's in front of them. And they're definitely on track for at least a they're on track for at least a undefeated regular season. Because I don't think there's a whole lot left that stands in their way. Overall, this was a good game from the Oregon perspective. You got a lot of people touches. You got Dylan Gabriel to pad his stats. You got him to gain even more ground in the Heisman talk. So that's a win there. Overall, I think that this game kind of helped the media kind of settle down and not worry about like, oh, did Oregon get lucky against Ohio State? Was it a fluke? This, that, and the other. And I mean, all week, all we heard when it comes to Oregon was all about all we heard when it comes to Oregon was all about Dan Lanning being the smartest man on the planet because of his 12th man penalty situation that he pulled against Ohio State. So, I mean, it's only up from here. Oregon avoided the trap game, at least for now. Up next, Illinois. And I hope y'all stay tuned for later this week when we release episode 2 previewing the Illinois game. That being said, I hope everyone has had a wonderful, wonderful day. I know this episode was kind of short, but the whole point was to be short and sweet with this one, just so I can kind of get a feel for what people want. And let me know in the comments what you thought about the episode. Do you want the series to continue? Or should we just focus on things like pick'ems and maybe an Ohio State show? Should we be more generalized? But yes, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the game against Purdue and all of that stuff. Like I said, stay tuned for a specific Oregon episode previewing the Illinois game for 3:30 on CBS this Saturday. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Like I said, let me know all your thoughts down below. I look forward to hearing from everyone. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And we will see you in the next one, which is tomorrow's episode, which is our college football pick'em episode. So bear with us. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.